Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sundavadi Prasad Satarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Adadamastanandante Ridam Yacha Puna Puna Shiman Rupam Mahambodhi Bhavavam Sam Bhave Bhave. Who else was saying it? Someone here saying it? No, you were. You too? Hare Krishna. Okay, now there's a deity of Krishna in New Vrindavan, in Dwarka, which Radha and Bakula went to, Bakula took her there to diminish her feelings of separation, and she ornamented him and dressed him. And then what? They heard Rukmini coming. Anyway, they left, and Krishna, they left to do something, garland. They left, and Krishna came back with Madhumangal, and he saw that someone was dressing the deity. So now we're there. Madhumangal. Look, here's a bed of lotus flowers made by a girl separated from her lover. Krishna, perhaps to save this girl's life, one of her friends made the goddess of spring unconscious. Looking, he becomes filled with anguish. Fashioned with many lotus flowers and sprinkled with the nearby Jamuna's gentle waves, this empty bed sets my limbs on fire. It tortures my heart and makes my thoughts tremble. Madhumangal. Now that you have glorified the bed, you should praise the forest cottage ahead of us. Krishna, he walks, he eagerly gazes and becomes filled with wonder. Is this a graceful deity of me, decorated with forest flowers? He goes close to the deity. This must be the art of Vishvakarma, the master of all sculptors. Madhumangal. Oh, after a long time, I have found my dear friend. You are a great king. You are not a Brahmin boy like me, inspecting. Dear friend, look, some girl has very lovingly worshipped this deity. There's Krishna's on one side, and the deity's there, and he says, now I finally found my long-lost friend. Krishna, friend, your perception is good. This carelessly placed flower garland proclaims that this girl was overwhelmed with emotion. This broken sandalwood paste declares that she was crying a monsoon of tears. This crooked tilak states that her hand was trembling. The way this slender girl worshipped the deity speaks of her great love. A voice from behind the scenes. This way, dear friend, this way. Krishna. Friend, now the girls who worship this deity are returning. Take the deity into the forest. I will assume the same charming decorations the deity had. I will stand on the altar as it did, and I will see the great love and faith of these girls whose beautiful lips are as red as bimba fruit. They both act accordingly, so Madhumangal must be pretty strong. He picks up this deity, sapphire deity, and then Krishna takes its place. Accompanied by two gopi friends, Radha enters. Interesting, he says gopi. Tata pravishati sakibhyam. It doesn't say gopi. It just says sakhi. It says friends. Why would it be gopi friends? Radha, she looks ahead, and the hairs of her body stand erect. Ah, the deity is so sweetly handsome. It creates the same wonderful impression of directly seeing Krishna. Bakula, Navavrinda, look at how handsome the deity is. Navavrinda smiling. Bewildered girl, Satyabhama's madness of love has also entered you. You also think that this deity is actually Krishna. Krishna, struck with wonder and happiness. Ah, who is this Kalpalata vine that enchants my heart? With great desire, her teeth are very beautiful, curling locks of black hair dance at the corner of her eyes, and the beauty of her lotus face eloquently proclaims the torment in her heart. A very beautiful girl has entered the pathway of my eyes. Looks again and becomes struck with wonder. Is this Radha, who is more dear to me than my own life? Struggling to check a flood of tears, he reflects. This girl must be an illusory Radha, the celestial sculptor Vishvakarma made to bring me some happiness in this beautiful Vrindavan. How is it possible for Radha to pass through the fortifications of Dwarka and then enter the inner rooms of my palace? Radha, gazing at Krishna's moon-like face. I'm filled with such, they actually don't say, hanta, alas. Well, alas is a bad or negative connotation. I'm filled with such a strong desire to meet Krishna. I'm so bewildered, I think this statue of Krishna is Krishna himself. Crying a stream of tears, she folds her hands and says, O reflection of Krishna, is the real lotus-eyed Krishna well and happy now? Krishna jubilant. O illusion of Radha, created by magical spells, Krishna is indeed very happy at this moment. He is happy because your features, exactly resembling the extraordinary features of Radha, you are now asking about his welfare. Radha, struck with wonder, well done, Navavrinda, well done, well done. This statue is so expertly crafted, it's even able to speak sweet words. Krishna, this magical mirage of Radha is very wonderful. Radha is clearly reflected in this very place. Radha, jubilant and struck with water, the sweet fragrance of this statue delights my nose. The splendid color of this statue, dark as a monsoon cloud, attracts my eyes. The charming words spoken by this statue make my ears tremble with happiness. This statue is exactly like Krishna himself. In a plaintive voice, O statue of Krishna, this Radha begs you with millions of sweet words, please become a living, moving person and give some happiness to the pain-filled eyes of this poor girl. I kanha padim, this is in Bridge Bass. I kanha padime esha chaduko dihim bik kahedi, 3 Ks. Bik kahedi rahi evam chea jangama bhavi achiram Suhavehi santaha jajaram dina elo anam. It's a good prayer to offer when dressing deities. O statue of Krishna, this Radha begs you, because you have to change the name, and here it just says Rahi. Begs you with millions of sweet words, please become a living, moving person and give some happiness to the pain-filled eyes of this poor girl. Krishna, O sculptor, I have become very fortunate. He cries a stream of tears. Navavrinda, with the edge of your sari, you should wipe away the tears from the lotus face of your beloved. Radha shyly does that. Navavrinda aside. This statue of Krishna feels intense happiness by the touch of Radha's body. The statue's eyes are filled with tears, and it now leans against the kadamba tree behind it. How are these things possible? Radha, oh, the statue has come to life, and she faints. A tumultuous sound comes from behind the scenes. Navavrinda, why are the peacocks fleeing and crying in fear? Navavrinda, Rukmini must have come to Vrindavan with her friends who wear tinkling bells on their anklets, thinking that the tinkling sounds are warbling of the most graceful swans. The peacocks are now fleeing in fear and embarrassment. Rukmini is coming. You must quickly take Satyabhama away from this place. Bakula, you speak well. She takes the fainted Radha and exits. Madhumangal emerging from the forest. Wonderful, wonderful, oh dear friend, in truth you have become a motionless statue. Krishna looks ahead. Alas, alas, where has the magical statue created by Vishwakarma gone? He's filled with wonder. Navavrinda, can you bring back this magical statue that filled the universe with wonder? Navavrinda, why not? Krishna eagerly. O friend, bring the statue at once. Navavrinda, my lord, Queen Rukmini is approaching. I'm afraid of her. I will flee from here as the Chandravaki bird flees moonlight. Accompanied by her friends, Chandravali enters. Chandravali, O Madhavi, the fire of grief for my lost sister Radha has not become extinguished even today. It still burns. Madhavi, Princess, it is your nature to be very affectionate to others. How will you be able to extinguish this fire of love? Chandravali, my husband spent all of last night calling out, O Radha, in his sleep. Madhavi, his heart must be upset by something he saw in last night's dream. He must have entered Vrindavan forest to cheer up his unhappy heart. Chandravali, you speak the truth. Madhavi, O princess, look, your husband has come to this forest grove. Chandravali, gazing with crooked eyes, I can see that he is very happy in this Vrindavan forest. I think he must have tasted some sweet nectar he did not know before. Madhavi, looking, princess, he must have met charming Satyabhama. Chandravali, O friend, it's true, it's true. On his body is the same celestial cloth I gave to Satyabhama. I will approach him and learn the truth. She approaches. All glories to my husband. Krishna, concealing his real feelings. Beloved, how fortunate that you have come to Vrindavan just at this time. Chandravali, gazing at Krishna, she becomes struck with wonder. She whispers to Madhavi, now that he is decorated with these forest ornaments, Krishna shows great waves of sweetness never seen in this world. Still bitten by the snake of jealous anger, my heart cannot become happy even by gazing at the sweetness of Krishna. Smiling, Lord, you are very fortunate. Now you are trembling with happiness by enjoying a great festival of association with your new lover. Krishna, laughing, beloved, say old lover. Chandravali, who is this old lover? Krishna, beloved, please don't be suspicious. These vines of Vrindavan forest are my old lover. It is nothing more. Madhavi, your husband speaks the truth. The desire vine gave him this flower garland. Krishna, Madhavi, don't unnecessarily mark pure-hearted Chandravali with the black spot of these suspicions. This garland was made by Madhumangal's artistic skill. Chandravali with a meaningful smile. O noble Madhumangal, is this red garment also the product of your artistic skill? Krishna aside, my queen must have seen this garment before, openly. My queen, the goddess of this forest, gave this cloth to me. Madhavi, Lord, please give your permission so the queen may return home. Krishna, my queen, don't believe Madhavi's lies. Chandravali, O Madhavi, Saraswati, the goddess of fortune, has come on my side. This is a reference to previous speech where the ambiguous word Madhaviyam may mean either of Madhavi or of Madhava, Krishna. If the second meaning is accepted, then Krishna may be understood to have said, my queen, don't believe Krishna's lies. In the present statement, Chandravali claims that the goddess of truth forced Krishna to admit that he was lying. Krishna aside, even with my own words, my queen attacks me. Chandravali, Krishna! She stops in the middle of her words and then continues in a much more timid fashion. O noble husband! So Chandravali, her nature is that she is very mild and accommodating, whereas Radharani or Satyabhama is just the opposite. Krishna with a blissful smile. Beloved, you had already given me a flood of sweet nectar to drink. What is the use of giving me that well water of noble husband? In other words, it was so much more pleasing to Krishna to hear her chastising him than to hear her being submissive. Chandravali, I'm not such a fool that your blissful pastimes will make me unhappy. Krishna, I burn with pain because the harsh sunlight troubles your body. O queen, please bring me to the shade of a sandal tree and make me cool again. Madhavi, my lord, the princess has a very hard heart. She can easily bear any great heat or any great suffering. Right before your eyes, she thought the blazing sacrificial fire in the temple of Chandrabhaga was a pool of water for water pastimes. Krishna, aside, well done, Madhavi, well done. Now you have shown your love for her. Now you have acted as a true friend. Chandravali, O noble husband, now you may enjoy pastimes with this lover so dear to your heart. I am going to the palace. Accompanied by her friend, she exits. Krishna, friend, this is a great calamity. My queen is angry. Madhumangal, don't talk like that. I did not see that the queen was angry at all. The sweet moonlight of her smile is not eclipsed, and the sweetness of her words has not turned bitter. Still, the warm sighs visible on the bodice that covers her raised breast proclaim the anger hidden in her heart. Now, my wish is to please her and make her happy. They both exit. Everyone exits. Act 8. Well, because anyone have any questions of anything, either today or up to now? It's a very intricately woven plot, and yeah, you have to. I guess when it's enacted, it becomes much easier to follow. Anybody? Yeah. Well, there's no reason we can't start. Act 8. And it doesn't say what the name of the, what are the names of the acts. All the acts have nice names. No, I didn't put them here. Okay. Okay, so accompanied by Navavrinda, Vishvakarma enters. Vishvakarma, Lord Krishna's palace, where the leaders of the demigods, eager to enter, beg the doorkeepers with respectfully folded hands, and where the doorkeeper has them wait at the doorsteps, and at the right moment allows Brahma and Shiva to enter and chants my heart. Glancing at his side, child, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna was bewildered into thinking that Satyabhama was a statue, and Satyabhama herself bewildered into thinking that Krishna was a statue. Their bewilderment was my work, he smiles. Then again, they were not bewildered. They were only overwhelmed by the nectar of their love and separation. Navavrinda. When the royal counselor Uddhava expertly informed them about the secret of their actual identities, both Radha and Krishna became overwhelmed with the desire to enjoy pastimes together. Yearning to meet Radha, Krishna, whose eyes are like two red lotus flowers, approached Queen Rukmini in the inner rooms of the palace. Shashwini, can you turn this fan a little higher? Just on the left hand one, turn it up one notch. No, yeah, that one. Mm-hmm. Yearning to meet Radha, Krishna, whose eyes are like two red lotus flowers, approached Queen Rukmini in the inner rooms of the palace, and after doing many things to satisfy and please her, said, Goddess, in all the three worlds, what would you like? Beloved, please command me. With great respect, I will do everything to please you. In this way, give me the sweetness of your mercy. So this is, he's sort of really shortened the play in this way, because this is just abbreviating that Uddhava actually met both of them separately and informed them of who's who, and now they really want to meet with each other. So that could have easily taken an act. Vishvakarma, then Navavrinda. Then understanding the desire of the queen's heart, Madhavi said, My lord, what wonderful thing in the entire world is not already present in your palace? Still one day from the beak of a swan flying in the sky, a very wonderful lotus flower fell. Princess Rukmini wishes to have many of these lotuses so that she can string a great garland of them. Vishvakarma. Yes, my child, I know. I told him to collect the lotus flower named Sura Sogandhika. Accepting this advice from my mouth, lotus-eyed Krishna has set out for the Kandava forest. There are different Kandava forests. There's the Kandava forest, that Arjuna burnt down, and Navavrinda. Lord Krishna collected these lotus flowers and placed them in the hands of Madhumangal, who gave them to Madhavi. Now, on the pretext of some other business, Krishna has entered the palace to beg a favor from his queen. Vishvakarma. Where were you going just now? Navavrinda. To see you. Vishvakarma. Why? Navavrinda. Aware of the great fame of your wonderful artistic craftsmanship, Queen Rukmini asked you to create many very beautiful and pleasing garments and ornaments, so wonderful that even in the city of the king of the demigods, no one has seen the likes of them before. Has the noble gentleman completed them? Yes. So Vishvakarma is not just designing like buildings or palaces or cities, but he also makes, either makes or he designs ornaments and clothing and so on. Vishvakarma, not only for Queen Rukmini, but I also made them for Satyabhama. Navarinda, noble sir, Queen Rukmini will be upset. Vishvakarma, daughter, don't worry. I said to Queen Rukmini, O goddess, because Satyabhama is the sun god's daughter, she is also my granddaughter. Therefore I must make ornaments for her also. Come, I will give you the 2 boxes of ornaments. They both exit. Thus ends the Vishkambhaka interlude, which in this case is not an entire scene. This becomes also very, very interesting. I won't start about how they mix up their dresses and Krishna confuses them for each other. Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Goswami Prabhupada ki jai, Jai Nitai Gaur Premanandi, Hari 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 Bol. Hari